up all day. Hold up, somebody on their way. Hold up, I would've grown all day. Hold up, somebody can't relate. Hold up, stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet?
Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white song. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white song. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. First off, bow down, cause this feel like midnight club in D-Town. What's up? Double edition, new keys in the ignition. My hat tipping, Dontrell Willis with the feet kicking, knees cranking. You see what Pete cranking? I mean, listen, y'all be tripping. See, we lately been seeing y'all be grating. I mean, facing y'all, the cheap fragrance. They know me, the phonies, they copy, they jogging, but Groxy, he just. The pretty boy finna enter title reign. Arturo Gotti, we in this thing with the whole posse and it's fit. Just asking to just rob me and these kicks. Just asking to start rocking, but you ain't gotta ask. Just watch me. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white song. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white song. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song.
Yeah, out the I don't need no glass. This is all me, so please don't ask. Ballin' on a budget, gotta make this last. Nick driving records, hoping we don't crash. Pull up mad deep with all my little bro just dropped your rent on denim. In the back with my feet up kicking. Belly out with my shirt that's linen. I'm just trying to vibe, yeah, we out here gigging. Two-stepping, just out here killing. Getting hot in here, plus done kicked in. I need to slow down for your boy gets kicked out. Still feeling myself, just socializing. But you better not ask me to start freestyling. Honestly, I don't like the nightlife, fool. Since I'm here, I guess I'll enjoy the lights like you. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white song. I just wanna see you sweat, see you sweat.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull, Jay Williams. And Jay, once you beat the traffic, this is one of the great stops in the NBA.
When you step your foot on that purple and gold floor, you know you have to bring your A-game. Plus, your trash-talking A-game to all the celebrities sitting courtside, Ed.
It's the definition of showtime. Let's do this. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
James into the front court. They trail by 2. To Stevenson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Has a look. Robertson shot, no good.
See the defender. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Curling inside. Rocking the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Cousins with a drop step. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
OKC ball. Paul. Missed a wide open look. To Kyle Kuzma. A drive through the paint, but a shot misses. To Adams. Can't miss those. To James. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ball into the front court. 5-point game. To Adams. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
5-second violation. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
James picked up by Adams. To Davis. DeMarcus Cousins. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Paul. The pass taken away by the Lakers. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James, not easy. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Lakers ball. James. shot by Dudley misses. Ferguson. To Paul. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And draws the foul.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Short jumper stays out.
I know he was absolutely shocked he was so open. I know we were shocked he was open. You got to make those.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Caldwell-Pope. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
LeBron James matched up with Paul. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
There's the toss. Flushes down the slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
And scores.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
To Davis. And stuffs it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The assist from number 13.
James, double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow through. That release is effortless.
JaVale McGee swats it. From 18 feet at the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Back with more on a Sunday night after this. This is the NBA, and it's on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LBJ has it.
Everyone gets free tacos.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. LeBron with it up top. His team on top by 13. Working the outside. Curling inside. Steven Adams rejects it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder.
Light him up.
James buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. A drive, but he can't get it to go. The Thunder have the possession. The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. Great dish to set it up. Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen.
Fucking
You
kidding
essentially
me?
lose.
Yo, get the fuck out of
Someone's
here.
not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Here's CP3. Not going down for him this time.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
LeBron against Schroeder. Oh, they call him for the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
James had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Schroeder with the basketball. His guys down big. Big man, Steven Adams. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Davis. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Schroeder. Deep left corner. Paul. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound.
Get this thing out the way already.
LeBron into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Fires the three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Paul driving, but he can't connect. Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Billy Donovan will switch a few things around. Gilgeous-Alexander. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Everybody that uses them.
Davis to James.
Shit.
Great feed, sets it up. Kyle Kuzma, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
4-3, won't go down. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. James. To Davis. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
The Thunder will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
James into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Trying to cash in. Shot by James off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Nothing going here on that drive. James to Stevenson. To James. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. To Adams. A lot of contact, no whistle.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Goes to the right side. Paul. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Now Paul with the basketball. Down a bundle. LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
It goes down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's Paul. Controlling the offense. No good. Defense catching a break there. Caldwell Pope. Rondo. Good for three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Rondo. And the rebound comes down to the Thunder. That won't go. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys hold a commanding lead. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins.
Right
That's
there.
how he's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his group together and talk it all through.
Come on, man. What the fuck up, man? Take this.
On the basket, but a shot won't go. Los Angeles, they have it. Rondo against Schroeder.
I got ball. It's all.
To Davis. Oh, you can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Patrick Patterson, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot, boy. I got yours. Go take mine. Go take mine. I got yours. I got yours.
Short jumper won't go down.
You know, and everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Cousins. Here's James. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Stevenson. Great look and vision. Has a chance? That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line.
Trash. Fuck out of here.
Lakers at the controls right now. Cousins.
Hey, you got the screen right. Screen right. Screen right.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
It's Cousins with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court edge, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Knocked loose. Cleans it up to Cousins. Stevenson. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Ferguson. for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I gotta be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's LeBron. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander, keep an eye on this guy. Slams it down. Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Paul.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
From long range. That no good, off the mark. Another shot won't go either. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Oklahoma City Thunder are in the penalty.
LeBron against Schroeder.
Into the game for Oklahoma City. Number
To Kyle Kuzma.
Dennis Schroeder.
James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
It's Paul for two. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Los Angeles has the basketball. Kuzma. To Davis. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound taken in by Adams. Nothing going here on that drive. Tosses. Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. Steven Adams pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
He missed his first four from downtown. He finally gets a three to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
A simple touch foul.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Paul shakes free and hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Caldwell Pope to James. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Paul knocks down the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Deep three at the buzzer. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And give it back, yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us and them gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other, cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stool, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got 100s. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that with the price. I don't do this for this. We got. Down to that. They don't take none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is, you see me get 8212. Was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them with my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. $4 $65,000 jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Scared to test the roast. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. I was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I put a residual and f***ing your like it's part of my ritual. Part of the visual, but money you give me it's typical. I wanted it physical. $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I bought on the principle. Remember the teachers is all of my. Now look all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Uno, dos, tres. Big bills, big pills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give a if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting. Proceed with caution. I heard if you taste it, it only results in a hole in your heart. I take the whole cake and I won't leave a portion. It's only an organ. Thank God mama couldn't afford it. the loneliest orphan. I flip my misfortune and grow me a fortune. My rollie is scorching. The hated is slowly endorsing. Not coldly important. My beside me like Tommy and Martin. We ballin' your courtin'. The with your like we Tony your heartin'. She don't need a. She from all of the money we countin'. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money on everybody. Painting wife, put money to something. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my. Got me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Still alive, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my. Why you surprised when I buy you? Who told you I ain't got no money? Who told you I can't handle money? You're on the floor, I'm still holding money. Got me talking. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you go. Oh, I swear down, I'ma show them I'm it. They rich now, they put down money. All them clowns never held nothing. And they go space now in the bandwagon. Right round town in my bandwagon. Screaming, who told you we ain't got no money? Who told you I got handle money? You're on the floor, I'm still holding money. Got me talking. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. See you, darling. I love the weekend.
We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. And Jay, these guys are ready to battle.
Ed, when you look down on the court, you see their eyes, that burning passion to play this game. Intensity is going to be off the charts. This is why you play the game. Let's go check it out.
There's nothing like the pressure, the tension, the feeling before the tip. Middleton, the pass taken away by the Clippers. George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm his team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Beverly. Smothering D. Middleton throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
The Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Probing the defense. Eric Bledsoe. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
To Williams. To Beverly. Brook Lopez sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
George, well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
They love this hustle. Antetokounmpo, look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Time for some new personnel into the game. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Brook Lopez at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. He missed a pair of free throws. Driving right to the basket. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Williams. To Leonard. Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. Hill into the front court. Leads 1. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
Thinking of everything about our team? Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Circle. Yeah, press it in circle. Right, circle.
Bledsoe to Lopez. Deep right corner. Adetokunbo buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Clippers have the basketball. Oh, whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Sizing up the defense.
First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Paul George. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Gets it in the left corner. Matthews, wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Paul George trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Misses with a second to go. 1 quarter down. The Bucks with the lead. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
It was great to watch, and both teams were on fire. But, Ed, let me bring you inside one of the huddles. These teams are fiery. I heard one player say, we got to draw a line. We got to fight. We got to continue to compete. Get up in somebody's face. The effort will be there in the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. Beverly. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Beverly into the front court. They trail by 2. From the painted area, won't go down. Goes to the left side. Harkless to Beverly. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Milwaukee with the basketball to Matthews. Hill. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Beverly into the front court. Down 2. Here's a chance from long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Beverly into the front court. Trailing by 4.
Middle open. That's why you got your whole side to yourself. Whole side to yourself.
Here comes the screen. Beverly. Bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Into traffic, but no good. to Harkless. Here comes the screen. Harkless matched up with Connaughton. To Beverly. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Hill across the timeline. Leads 4. Had a chance, but it's no good.
To the viewers, the streamers, broadcasters, friends,
nothing going
fans,
here on that
family,
drive.
I.E.O.G. You're supposed to tune in this afternoon.
And
scores. NBA Live. Gonna signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Like, subscribe, follow. I follow my subscribers right back if I'm interested. I.E.O.G.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 2 for 2 now.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Beverly into the front court. Down 4. Fires the 3. Oh, it took a while, Jay, but he hits his first 3 of the game here tonight.
Yeah, couldn't really get one to fall in the first quarter, but he stayed the course and did a good job of squaring his shoulders to the basket.
Antetokounmpo, bad pass there. Clippers have it. Looking for his man. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Paul George, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Harkless. Leonard. Over to the right side. Beverly. Offensive board to Beverly. Leonard gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. It stays with Milwaukee. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. George Hill. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. To Williams. Beverly. Now a steal by Milwaukee. To Bledsoe. Just not going down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Take that shit out the fucking game.
We're working on this.
We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
NBA Live. Trash as EA Sports.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Leonard goes to the right side to Paul George. They'll get it down low to Harrell. Beverly swings it to George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Williams buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Antetokounmpo, that's off the side of the rim, short. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard, deep left corner. George, they have to keep him in their grasp.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. It's that time for new blood. Mike Budenholzer makes the move to his bench. Cruises inside for 2.
Ooh, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Williams across the timeline. Up 6. To Paul George. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Leonard. To George. From long range. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Beverly. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
And that one out of bounds off a buck. So it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Leonard. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively. You try to...
Flushes down the slam.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Now 4 for 9.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To George Hill. It goes down.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Bucks have it. Hill. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Passed it off. Flushes it home.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Clippers have it. Beverly to the rim. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Paul George. Fires the 3. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Now Now a steal by Milwaukee. Nice pass to set things up.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Lopez. Low, Harkless with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To George. Knocked loose. Harkless. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
George. To Beverly. George. Oh, he just continues to pour it in from downtown. He's 6 of 7 from 3.
This is probably the time that you adjust your defense, maybe play some zone, maybe a box and one, or maybe just double team him.
Beverly, that's his first personal foul.
Hill.
Team foul number 1.
Misfires. It's no good. Three quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. It's been all Clippers so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Paul George to Williams. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But to hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Williams, not that time. And Mirotic the rebound. Knocked loose. To Middleton. Adetokunbo buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Williams to Leonard. George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Adetokunbo. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. George, that right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his fouls through.
It's a big finish.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Leonard. Williams. Whoa, Chris Middleton. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Leonard to Paul George with a drop step. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Bucks basketball.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
And the rebound taken by the Clippers. To Williams. George. Williams. No good. Leonard. To George. Bucks have the rebound. Lopez to Adetokunbo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Bledsoe with it up top. His guys down big. Middleton to Lopez. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard to Williams. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Williams to Paul George. For three, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Bledsoe. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Brook Lopez sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Williams. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down a bundle. Williams across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Leonard to Williams. Oh, had him going there for a second. Williams to George. 4-3. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo. And the Clippers with the rebound. Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. George, 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 2, Wesley Matthews. Into the game for the Los Angeles.
Antetokounmpo. Another chance. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Here we go. I got him.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.